a lot in the series. Yeah, completely. Gonna use it now. He heard us, man. All right, self-destruct's coming in. Big the show! 4K!
Seoul Dynasty versus the Los Angeles Valiant. Seoul, they've been looking pretty good this stage. They've given some top contenders a run for their money and stomped some lower riding people on the leaderboard. Valiant still kind of riding the struggle bus, but they're starting to improve.
I'm glad you put a question mark at the end of that, because with the Valiant, you never really know. And I'm gonna say my prediction for this one, 3-1 Seoul, because again, with Valiant, you never really know. They could take a map.
Well, you're being nicer than me. I'm going with 4-0 Seoul. I think Seoul has been looking very strong, even with the addition of Marvel into the front line rather than Fissure. It's just honestly been an even better look for Seoul, so I think they've got a good chance in this series.
Back to the Marvel point a little bit, you know, having less resources dedicated to him really has kind of freed Toby and Jaehong to make now, trying to get onto Marvel. Oh, but Fate, the first one to pay the price here. Space about half health down, trying to escape back to his healers. Meanwhile, Marvel swinging away on the point, and they should be able to probably claim this one first.
Yeah, a little late stagger there just to
Get himself in trouble. Custa drops the sound barrier. Now it's going to be the Transcendence from Jaehong as they turn it around. Marvel again takes down Fate. They just can't keep this guy alive. I don't know, man.
I mean,
you got to keep your Ryan alive.
This is two different game plans that we're seeing from Seoul against two different opponents. They are striking what they perceive as positional weaknesses within this team.
Oh, they're finding him.
And they
That's
are.
It. That's point A. Same thing from Valiant that we saw yesterday in terms of...
I mean, I can't argue with that, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fate down again. Look at that already. That barely even started, man. That's it.
He's died in nearly every fight.
Yeah.
So far, he is not getting the protection he deserves, but he is also using his cooldowns too aggressively.
They're going to drop their own sound barrier, courtesy of Custa. Goodbye, Fitz. Finally, the fight swinging the Valiant's way here. They just got to finish it off. Nice stun on Marvel to help secure that one, and with Michelle getting D-Max, that's going to be the point. Finally flipping over to the Valiant side.
Also, use the grab just to keep them from killing Izayaki, and they didn't get much other value from it. Now, the Valiant struggling to stay in the game here on Busan.
They got to scramble. Right now, people coming in one by one, but you're never going to get that even fight. You can see Seoul Dynasty is kind of taking out the respawns, and that's going to be about it, man. Sound Barrier seals the deal, and that's Seoul Dynasty.
Busan, for all the fact that control oftentimes is exciting, wasn't. And we get to the last fight, and it is, of course, the LA Valiant losing it out. Seoul take map number 1. And really the story of this map is the fact that Fate gets isolated over and over again, and as a result, Seoul punish, and the LA Valiant take the loss on Busan.
Way.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if you look at Fate just sort of jumping off on his own, nobody really willing to follow him or provide the support as he goes in.
Right.
They're going to try it with the Winston here again, but if I'm Seoul.
Space nearly out of the mech as well. Agility needs more help, and that grab came so fast for Seoul Dynasty. Vince gets it. That should be the end of the fight. And look at this again. Izayaki using the Transcendence. That's what I'm talking about, man. You don't use the ult in that situation. How do they get in? You might be able to just stop at the door. Can they even get to the point?
Oh, he got
for it. Yeah, Grab got eaten by Space. He was there. Shatter comes in, though. Valiant with an opportunity. They're going to rush forward now. All of Seoul backing off to the point. That Eden grab was crucial here. But now the sound barrier comes in from Toby the entire time. Jaehong pops his Transcendence, just trying to hold it off. Toby does get one onto Izayaki, but now KSF rocking forward with his own Graviton Surge. Goodbye, Toby. Looks like that should be it. Valiant looks like they might have a real chance to take A here. I think they've got it, man, but going down to the wire.
Let's talk up a player on the Valiant, though, for a second here, Paul, because they have arguably the best Western off-tank on their roster.
Space is an absolute nut. This read is insane. He knows that Fitz is gonna go around this door and try and grab it. He charges his way on forward with his boosters, flicks his way off to the left, and catches the Graviton Surge. Helps Valiant win that fight and roll on to the second point.
All grouped up here. It's a bit of a brawl right now. Jaehong with the later Transcendence. Let's Seoul be a bit more aggressive here. Now Valiant getting pushed away. There's the grabs coming in. Killzo for the Valiant. They've got the fight they want. Marvel can't get out. This is it. Now it's just about handling the respawns.
I don't know if they're even going to get that chance. Munchkin
Why not?
desperately gets back into spawn. Michelle will be coming out on the Diva. They're going to get somebody out here, but it's going to take a minute. Self-destruct, use onto the point. Marvel can touch, but just barely.
That was a great zoning self-destruct, actually. Barely was Marvel able to get in there, died immediately. Valiant threw up a little bit for this round. Your energy was a little bit low, I thought, so there you go. Thanks, crowd. Seoul Dynasty on the attack. Doing a bit of scouting here. Take some seconds off the enemy's time bank there. Works out just fine for the Valiant. Now Seoul getting aggressive again as the nano boost wears off. A lot of people in that grab right now. Oh, Fitz, Space eats Fitz grab again, and a double kill for Space with the self-destruct. Space is the MVP of this map right now, but now Valiant walking in again. Munchkin has a rally, so they've got that extra armor here. Custo looking for a boot, doesn't find it. Jaehong in the back, laying on the damage. There goes Agilities. Oh, and is this gonna be another overtime 0.8 take on this map between these teams? I think it is, Monty.
It is definitely going to be that finally they find an opening. If Fitz had fallen and he was...
Put the sound barrier in a second. They're waiting for Fitz to get that grab before they really engage. He's gonna have it right about now. He needs some help. Gonna drop the grab anyway. They're gonna go in. KSF. Low, can they keep alive? They can. There's the sound barrier for Seoul Dynasty as they try to finish off B. They've got the man advantage right now on the point. Get Agilities. Now it's just Space on the point. Ziyaki backing off. No reason to throw yourself on that one yet. When the respawns are coming in, gonna be at least 2 ticks. There's a big shatter from Marvel in spawn to try to keep people away. And Seoul Dynasty nearly have it. They're so close, but they're almost into overtime. They get it. All right, they were thinking maybe they would use that Sombra, but no, after some scouting, they're gonna go for the Winston 3-3 here.
And they're just going to try and jump right onto the point, or find Ana, most likely, is going to be their target here. They're going to jump right in. Marvel, they get
Marvel
does get stunned.
Fate down already. A little bit forward. That was a great play to disconnect him from the rest of the team. Now Space goes after Marvel, though. Both main tanks down. Munchkin in a little bit of trouble, too. They managed to separate him as well. And Seoul Dynasty a little bit split up on the point here. Maybe they can brawl this one out, but it's going to be really tricky. Main tank should come back a little bit quicker for Seoul, though, but with Jaehong down, I think you need to regroup, but I don't know, can you even get back to the point at this point?
You can, Doa. There's still a Zarya alive, and Winston is back inside the gate now. We're trying to wait for Munchkin to return. You're going to be able to touch it just in time.
He's got to go in so early, and there's nobody there to support him. Seoul Dynasty, Marvel already down. They got to try to fight some crazy 5v6 here. Nobody can even get there. For the boots on that Lucio, Seoul has to fall back. That's massive that Fitz got taken out. Jaehong now has to be rescued by Michelle. Valiant's really, really close to having the numbers they need to push in. 36 seconds remaining here. And remember, they only need that first take. There goes Toby and Michelle. I think the Valiant have it here. Goodbye, Marvel. Fitz back a bit too late, and that is it.
Space, the hero, helps Valiant to a map win, but they're gonna have to keep it going, and you need more than one player as a standout if you're gonna keep that momentum.
Blind, and they will go ahead and take the mirror.
Okay, Seoul back, and now Michelle down to about half health. Fitz down in the back of all of that. Custom managed to get the finishing blow onto the Zarya, and a great start already for the LA Valiant. Seoul trapped in the hotel, and they're without their most damaging hero.
And that's a really big problem for Seoul. They are just going to have to try and throw themselves onto the point, but it's not going to work.
It's a classic die on the point right now, and Valiant gets the payload going really, really quick. Seoul runs forward, the whole team moving in there. Gonna get locked up in the Graviton Surge, though. Self-destruct comes in, Jaehong pops the Transcendence. He'll be okay at least, but Marvel, not so lucky. Seoul Dynasty in the 5v6 now, making a 4v6 as Fitz falls as well. Valiant seem to have the fight they need to finish B.
And Valiant waited long enough to get some more ults online through the poking, and now they will finish point B.
People save. Seoul can just back off, wait out the Transcendence. No problem there. Oh, problems for Munchkin, though, as KSF punches him to death. Marvel a little bit low. Fitz, they need a good grab out of this guy right now. Gonna go ahead and use it. Can they finish him? They lost Marvel. Valiant looking pretty good in this fight right now. Here comes a self-destruct. Munchkin manages to dodge it, but he can't dodge KSF's beam, and that's Valiant, where you can kind of get aggressive there for Seoul.
Izuyaki actually just picked up by Jaehong.
Whoa, Jaehong find the pick in the end, and now Seoul Dynasty gets a push in, but that's such a fast amp matrix from the Valiant. Seoul not gonna let him have it. Seoul Dynasty has played this push perfectly. You gotta be aggressive against the Petites. They did a great job with that.
Well, I mean, it was just Jaehong creating the pick, right?
Grab already, actually. That might be the ticket to hold B.
Waiting for it right now. Do have the Graviton online.
Right. Michelle looking to maybe block this one. Oh, a lot of trouble for Marvel here. Gets really low, but Soul gets back, but it fits. The one who falls here. That immortality field keeping Valiant alive just long enough to weather the storm. Big shatter comes in from Marvel, though. A lot of people knocked prone. Maybe they can turn it around. It looks like they can. Only space and fate remaining to stop the payload, but it's not enough. They're going to push it through B. They lost Toby, but he already sound barriers. That's okay. Now another grab comes in, this time from Soul. Fits so low. He's got the shield for himself, but he can stay alive. Space all over him. There's a shatter coming in from Fate to knock Soul back, but they're not going to be denied. Marvel, I cannot believe he's alive. Are you kidding me? Izayaki finally finishes him off, but man, they kept him alive. Agility's Road Hog now.
Agility's coming back.
Comes in, but he's doing it, man.
Yeah, he comes back on the Road Hog. The Tracer already out as well for the Valiant. This stall is successful.
Yeah, it works. Series right now. Marvel walks in, gets KSF with that shatter. That is huge. KSF out of commission now. Shatter comes in from Fate. Now Marvel trying to protect his prone teammates here. Marvel turning around. Seoul Dynasty trying to just stick on the payload, and they've got the sound barrier to do it. There is Fitz with the ultimate. Seoul Dynasty, I think they finally completed it, but they did it in overtime. They're still alive in the map, but
one of the things we often forget about Agilities is that he used to have a fantastic Roadhog, and in a last-ditch contest, we get to see just a little bit of why it was so good.
And would you call Agilities coming back on this and clutching out in a chaotic overtime a pog-hog hodgepodge?
There's a lot of reasons I don't talk to you a lot, and that is definitely one of them.
Unlucky.
Almost out of time already. They need to pull back and take this point right now.
You gotta be careful of the shatter that's gonna come in from Marvel too.
Well, that's the plan, right? Michelle, ooh, Michelle D-Mac space with a big one right there. And now J-Hope with the Transcendence. They gotta get aggressive onto this one. Immortality field down, but there
big
is...
shatter, the counter shatter.
Decent counter shatter out of the grab, actually. J-Hope does get the kill on Izayaki, so at the end of it all, Marvel delivers a point to his team. Seoul Dynasty, I'm actually kind of shocked they took that one.
Here, is he gonna try and throw it out?
I think you do, man. You want that point B. He's gonna drop that grab down, yeah. Now they need to make that grab turn into kills. They get Custa, that's a start anyway. Agilities, Immortality field down yet again. Sound barrier just in time to save Marvel, and Fate down as well. J-Hope's got that extra armor, and he is lethal on that Zenyatta. It's gonna be one of those crazy overtime pushes from Seoul Dynasty. They have already gotten way farther than you could have ever hoped for, and they get Fate again. The defense falling apart now. Fitz grabs 2 kills for his team, and now maybe KSF with this grab, but no, Marvel again with a shatter. How many clutch Earth Shatters has Marvel had in this round? I'll tell you, it's 3, and 3 shatters for 3 points for Seoul Dynasty.
You know, for all the talk last season about Fate being a fantastic main tank, I'm a little bit surprised he's forgotten what Reinhardt's Q does.
And it actually just ends up costing his team. It's a good grab, and he gets a little too aggressive trying to follow up. And Marvel will have the easiest shatter of his life, saving the entirety of his team, as Valiant just struggle and give up the point.
Well, but Seoul Dynasty's still ahead in the ultimates. Going through the hotel.
Rally should come out first.
Yep, Marvel again. Not a lot of big Earth Shatters last round. Is he going to get another one right now? Maybe. No. Got blocked this time. But they can't get on the point. Big enough. The intimidation factor.
It seems like Marvel has single-handedly boomed the LA Valiant. They're afraid to touch the point because they know he has the shatter.
I suppose it's technically an upgrade over just getting shattered, but only in the very loosest definition of the word. Valiant, you can both avoid the shatter and contest the point, just so you're aware. As the saying goes, I believe, fate giveth and fate taketh away. And that is, of course, the LA Valiant's chances at winning, as a little bit of a rough map for him here.
Yeah, but he's gonna have a chance to bring it back. There's gonna be at least one more map heading on to Junkertown. Valiant, they're gonna have to win this one out if they want to send us to a map 5.
To back off, their tanks are all chunked out, so they gotta heal up. That's a great pick.
Oh, Marvel.
Great pick.
Yeah. Kareem making his presence felt right away.
It's gonna drop the grab. There's no Transcendence now, so they have to use the sound barrier, but they do get Marvel.
Yeah, great response, actually. Sound barrier comes in, easily handling Marvel will be out of position, and that should be the end of point A. Valiant One little misstep, but it looks like they will push it through anyway. That's the question. KSF uses that grab first. Oh, Marvel drops immediately. You got to save the grab now if you're Seoul, I think. You're fighting that 5v6. Just trying to hold them off as long as you possibly can here.
This is excellent for the Valiant, though.
Yeah.
Because by getting that initial pick, even though they have the later grab,
okay.
wants to go in on this.
Michelle D-Mech, though, they're going to use the grab anyway. They thought maybe with that pick on the creep they'd have a chance, but Space responds, kill on the Munchkin there. Seoul Dynasty thinking they had an opportunity, but Valiant not allowing it to go through.
No, 4 versus 5 around the payload at the moment. Fitz doesn't look like he's going to be able to get out of here thanks to KSF. Melting him with the laser.
Oh, that's rough, man. I mean, Seoul Dynasty, they committed pretty much everything they had to that last fight. The match is this tight, you do start to second guess yourself a little bit. Second guess those ultimates. Speaking of which, KSF throwing in that grab. Sound barrier for Seoul, though, to try to keep it up. KSF gets stunned a little bit. Oh, but they get Fitz early. And Valiant with another great chance to push forward.
Focus fire has been good. Now they're going to have a chance to move forward onto the point again. Marvel switching forward to the wrecking ball.
Oh, they're so lucky, man, because Fitz is really close to that grab here. Marvel trapped. Ooh, barely gets out. Still low health on that wrecking ball. Can't stay alive. Now the grab comes in from Fitz, but Space there with the self-destruct to get the payload.
So, LaFawn, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you see that the enemy Zarya is behind you, as D.Va, knowing they have Graviton, is it better to avoid them and just charge the opposite direction, or to try and mitigate their grav?
If given the option, mitigating the grav seems like a sensible choice.
Michelle disagrees. He just goes the opposite way, and it's a free grav for KSF on the flank.
Of course, and as a result, KSF and the LA Valiant end up cleaning up the Seoul Dynasty's front line.
You have to rely on that sound barrier from Custa.
Nice anti-heal on the Marvel, but Agilities walks up on that one.
Yeah, Toby deadly on that Lucio. Sometimes get the final blow. Shatter comes in, but Marvel not laid out for too long here. Actually, no, Fate died before he could shatter. That was just a regular stun, and that's just going to be a regular old team fight win, too.
And for the Seoul Dynasty, this is amazing, right? You didn't have to use any ultimates in order to win that engagement in this matchup.
A lot in the series, yeah, completely. He's going to use it now. He heard us, man. All right, self-destruct's coming in. Big Michelle! 4K with that D.Va bomb. That's what we call the bigger bang, and that is what we call a fast point B.
One of the issues that kind of happens to teams is sometimes when they have to worry about a higher ground contest, they just sit around and do nothing. Seoul Dynasty, it takes them a while to get to that do nothing part, but off the back of a, shall we call it, interesting rotation.
Yep, they go underground, which isn't in and of itself bad, but it just leaves KSF on the high ground, and he can literally just stand there and laser Fitz. Please, somebody, just go up and boop him. Anything to deal with KSF, Seoul, please.
That's why you put this guy in.
That is so huge.
Clutch and a half. KSF with the grab now, as there's only 5 seconds left. This is a fight. Seoul needs to win it no matter what. But there goes Marvel. I don't think they're gonna win it. That's not gonna be a fight Seoul Dynasty can win at this point, and the Valiant will tie things up. We are going to map 5.
Seoul looking a little bit shaky here on Junkertown. Some very interesting decision-making has given Valiant a chance to come back into this series. Heading on to Oasis, all Valiant has to do is ride this momentum.
For Marvel, barely got out just in time. Now Zarya Shields trying to keep Munchkin alive, but they can't quite do it. Marvel in a lot of trouble too. Great start for the Valiant as they've got that 6v5. I don't know if Seoul can turn this fight around. Yeah, you gotta back away. Going in by themselves, but maybe they've got enough people with the Doom Fist, but no, he's down already. Seoul Dynasty, I don't think they're gonna get any percentage here on point A.
I don't think so either. Just getting picked off time and time again. KSF,
they're making
the elimination on Michelle. J-Hong battered into the corner.
I mean, they're drawing things out. They're just trying to fatigue the Valiant. That's here. Gets stunned for a moment. Get some heals on him, but then Zarya Shields down and Marvel finishes him off. Oh, but he goes down as well. It's a rhymeless fight, but KSF crucially for Seoul taken down. They got the big edge in this fight now.
Yeah, they do. Lots of charge left over. Fitz will just be dealing that damage. First capture goes over. This is the opportunity for LA Valiant to flip it. This is the last fight they're going to get. They must win.
Izayaki with the pick on the Munchkin, and now the grab comes in. They're gonna flip it. Easy fight win for Valiant, but they have got a lot of defending ahead of them. You can take your time. You can build up those ultimates. Try to draw a couple out of your opponents when you push. Then coming hard at the end. Bait. Oh, knocked out. You might as well have killed him, because there comes the shatter. The rest of the team's going to be dead. And Seoul Dynasty with the flip again. Seoul Dynasty still looking okay for the moment. There goes Agilities in that wrecking ball, and that should be the end of the round as soon as they can deal with space here. Fate walking back in again. Toby down, but that's it.
You know, Toby is one of the most veteran players in all of Overwatch, and it turns out he's kind of good at this game.
Yeah, really good, in fact, as he knocks the Reinhardt off Fate off the high ground. And hey, free shatter now for Marvel as they take the point back. Toby, one of the longest running main supports in the game, and again showing why.
AoE healing in there, and the escapability too that you need sometimes. Oh, done on Agility! What a shield bash from Munchkin!
Also, why was he there?
I don't know. I don't know why Agility's decided to be point blank Pharah for some reason. KSF still on the high ground now, but Seoul Dynasty do claim the point first.
Get out of there. They're just going to engage with the self-destruct.
Getting aggressive. No kills out of that one, but they move Fate again. He's down, and Seoul Dynasty 98% here. Can they get to the point? Overtime as Space tries to keep this one going. Seoul Dynasty, and this was a titanic series, but in the end, the Seoul Dynasty will take it.
Honestly, here in this last map, the Los Angeles Valiant looked strong in that first stage as they 100-0'd the Seoul Dynasty, but then they just almost seemed to stop playing. And Seoul Dynasty come back and take the reverse sweep on Oasis, and then close out the series 3-2.
All said and done, LaFon, this has been kind of a weird series. I want to say the Valiant look pretty decent today, but Seoul also looked kind of off their game.
And I mean, you know, Valiant at least yesterday had an excuse for it. They played against the Dallas Fuel and got booed out of the stadium. And Seoul, what's your deal here, man? I don't know. They do take the win, but against the Valiant, struggling, that's a rough look.
That'll be it for the Seoul Dynasty versus the Los Angeles Valiant. If you liked the video, hit the button for that down below, and if not, leave us a comment. We're always looking to improve. But either way, make sure you subscribe to Elo Hell Esports for more Overwatch content.